I used to be, like most of us, an avid caffeine consumer. Diet Cokes while editing, coffees in the morning, coffees at night, bicas at Primavera. Primavera is a Portuguese restaurant, and this isn't a bica, it's linguiça, which is also really good. The point is, I used to drink caffeine all the time. Caffeine was in my bloodstream 90% of the day. Actually, all of the day except when I was sleeping. So what would cause a desire to end this addiction? Well, the key word in that question for me is addiction. Generally speaking, I don't like being addicted to anything. I say generally because I'm addicted to making these videos, but that I don't mind. So I was afraid that I was addicted to caffeine, but then again, there could have been no addiction at all. It could have been purely ritual in its substance. Every morning, by routine, the first thing I would do after getting up is make a cup of coffee. Part of the definition of addiction is the withdrawal we feel after removing it from our life. So the real test for me was to see if I felt any signs of withdrawal after quitting caffeine entirely. So that's what I did. This is day 1 or 2 of no caffeine. And it sucks. It's really bad. I don't know. I got headaches. I'm tired. The headaches are the worst though. They just don't go away. I've been drinking water like crazy. They just don't go away. And tired, I don't know. I mean, I'll be eating fine, but it ain't going away either. So all I want is a damn cup of coffee, but I ain't gonna have one. The first week was like hell. I was reliant on the false energy caffeine was giving me, and now I didn't have it. All I wanted was a cup of coffee, but I knew that I had to keep going, and I knew that I couldn't let my cravings get the best of me. The headaches persisted, and I had an ongoing feeling of just being tired. But after about 10 days or so, I started to see a change. The headaches went away and my energy levels became more consistent. I began to feel a constant sense of energy and fuel to do what I wanted to do. I didn't feel the need to drink a cup of coffee and wake up. It felt like, and still feels like, what level my mind and body should operate during the day. There are no more highs and lows. I've learned that even though I probably was addicted to caffeine, it was more so a part of my routine and I wasn't gaining anything from it. Caffeine was making my energy levels more inconsistent than I would ever want them to be. The price we pay for drinking Starbucks and Monster energy drinks is energy security. We must literally pay for a beverage to get energy. But if we do a little research, we learn that caffeine doesn't actually give us energy, it just blocks adenosine receptors in our brain. In other words, caffeine just hides the fact that we are actually tired. Caffeine is a trick. I want to point out that everyone's different. If you live to 85 years old and still drink a few cups of coffee a day, more power to you. Caffeine was becoming a problem for me, and maybe it is for you too. So how do we obtain real, reliable energy? No tricks, no price we pay. The answer, as usual, is a hard truth. I'm also not a doctor nor expert on this topic. This is just what I've learned from my own experience. Take what I say with a grain of salt. Get real sleep, 7 or 8 hours a night. No phone or blue light from our devices for at least an hour before and after we go to bed. You could even wear these blue light blocking glasses, which I wear for long editing nights. If you have a hard time falling asleep, read in bed. This helps me a ton. I also love reading in the morning to ease into the day. In the morning, get a lot of sunlight if you can. Sunlight helps our bodies get up and running. Exercise is good too. Eat healthy, nutrient-dense foods. I'm still an apprentice to this trade, but this app Yuka that I just discovered helps a ton. I'll do an ad for them for free because I think they're a godsend. Get the app, which is free, and you can scan food all you want. It'll tell you if there's any crap in them. It's important to eat a balanced diet. Too much of anything isn't good. But again, do your own research and find what works for you. We're all different. If you've learned anything from this video, consume less caffeine, sleep more, and eat smarter. One of the benefits of joining the Patreon is that I hand type a letter to you, a thank you letter to you, right after you join. It's one of my favorite things to do, and also joining the Patreon engages you in a real community of other people. The link is right here. Thank you for watching.